No. Hey, I didn't see you there. Didn't hear you either because I had it muted for a minute. Well, and that alarm going off means it's time for me to tell Alexa, stop. But we don't want to stop this game. We want to play this game. Because this is the final regular season episode of Season 2. It's episode 225. Tonight is May 27th of 2024. It is time to get this thing on. It's been a while since we've seen you guys, and it's time to have some fun. So, why don't we all go out here and have a good time and have a good show? All right, Travis, hope you're ready, because we're going to go in 3, 2.
I think I got it.
Okay, good. 1.
Yes, Monopoly. The world's most popular board game is now Monopoly. And here come the players. The red player John, the purple player Travis, and the green player Adam. Here comes Mr. Monopoly Jason Meyer, and here comes our host, Herb Ferguson.
Woo! 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 Hey, everybody. Welcome in here once again to another episode of Monopoly, coming to you live from Grandma Studios inside of the MVG production house. It is good to see all of you again. We were off last week, had some things that we were taking care of, but we are back this week for episode 25. It is our regular season finale. Man, we are excited for this one. It has been an awesome season 2, and we've got an awesome champion right now. He is over in the red position from Madison, Indiana. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Bergman. John, it is good to have you back here on the Monopoly stage. How you doing, my friend?
I thought I was going to be on Gambit, damn it. I mean, come on.
Well, that's going to be on after the $10,000 sweep, so everybody will need to stay tuned for that one. Yeah. Well, John, as I said, you are our new champion, our current champion. So far, overall in the season total, with all of your games played, you are currently in 6th place overall with $43,806. After the player selection tonight, you are officially safe into the Tournament of Champions again this season, and you can still climb higher. Tell me, what are your thoughts coming into tonight's game?
Just to basically do the best I can, listen to the questions, and hopefully answer them correctly.
Yeah, that is definitely the hope. So if you would, go ahead and we've already told everybody where you're from. Remind everybody what it is that you do for a living, and why is it that you're glad that Jose's muted right now?
Well, I used to be a cashier at a nationally known grocery store, but my bill cover was a secret agent, and there are so many reasons I'm glad that, you know, it will take hours and hours and hours and hours.
This is true, and I probably shouldn't be telling everybody this, but if I'm not mistaken, your secret agent name was Randy Beans, correct?
Actually, no. It was actually Big Dick Johnson, but
yes.
into that.
Yeah, well, the secret's out now, so. But yeah, so like I said, you are definitely in position. If you could have a top flight night tonight, you still could crack that top 3, and we'll see what happens. So we wish you the best of luck. And it is time to meet your opponents, of course. We start over here in the gold position. He is currently the Bubble Boy here in our season, 9th place overall at $24,735. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the Monopoly stage our announcer, Travis Coulter.
Bang!
So, Travis, how are you doing this evening?
Splendid. I want to solve the puzzle.
Okay, go ahead.
I can't control the gas.
Well, yeah, well, let's just say it's probably in the butt.
Oh, yeah, right in the butt.
Right in the butt. But yeah, so like I said, you're coming into this one right now. You're in 9th place overall. You are the Bubble Boy. The other opponent you'll meet here in just a moment, he is after you tonight. Do you think you're going to at least have what it takes to bare minimum hold off that other person to keep him from taking 9th from you? And do you think you could take the championship from John?
Well, let me answer in reverse. If I can take the championship from John, I believe that will be enough to hold off the third opponent or second opponent.
That is absolutely true. But if you don't take John down, do you think you can stop the other opponent from taking you out of 9th?
I believe so, but we'll have to see.
We will have to see. So if you would, go ahead and remind everybody where you're from, what it is that you do for a living, and why is it you are excited that Jose's on mute currently?
Well, I am from Salem, Oregon. Incorrect answer. I work in a grocery store chucking chickens. Also an incorrect answer. The reason why I'm excited that Jose's muted is because maybe for once we won't get the main character syndrome. Hopefully that's also an incorrect answer.
Well, that is very good to hear. It's good to have you back here. We wish you the best of luck tonight. And, of course, finally, we look over at our final player in the green podium tonight. He is here with negative $40 on the season, trying to find his way up from 19th place into that top 9. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the Monopoly stage, Mr. Adam Oliver.
I'm just hoping I do a whole lot better than last time I was here.
Well, and that's the thing, Adam. We have not seen you since episode 2. So you've not been here in, it's a 2. Oh my God. You've not been here in a really, really long time. So Adam, question is, currently as it sits at this moment, you are just right around $25,000. I think it would be, no, excuse me, $24,800 ballpark behind Travis right now. Do you think you will have what it takes to get above him, meaning likely you're going to need to win tonight's episode?
Well, I'm just hoping the questions would come out correctly and it fits right in my knowledge. And just hoping I get lucky here with the questions.
And hey, you know, that's a lot of what it comes down to here. So if you would, Adam, if you'll remind everybody where it is that you're from, what you do for a living, and why are you excited that Jose is currently on mute?
Well, I am from San Antonio, Texas, and for a living I'm a sales associate in a sporting goods store, and
Incorrect.
that I really am Coulter.
You're really Ann Coulter? What?
No. What I mean to say is that my occupation is the correct answer. Is the correct answer. I've been working at this sporting goods store for quite a while.
Incorrect.
Yeah, that is an incorrect answer, but hey, we're going to wish you the best of luck as well, Adam. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are our contestants. All right, so it is, of course, that time as always. We start here with the first round of our game. This is the acquisition phase of our game. Of course, we're going to be going around this board one complete time, stopping at each individual property. We will be asking trivia questions. What? Trivia questions? There's still people out there that do trivia questions. Isn't it so much easier to just say, hey, pick odd even, heads or tails? Tell me what color my foot smells like. Hey, wait a minute. I said odd and I meant even. I'm going to cry for a few seconds. Could you give me another chance at that answer? But unfortunately, no. We do trivia questions here. We like to test the knowledge of our players. So that's what we're going to do. We'll ask them that trivia question. It'll be worth the dollar amount that you see there listed at the bottom of the property. If they get the question right, we'll give them that dollar amount. If it's incorrect, though, we'll take it away from them. No one gets the correct answer, then we will slice that property value in half until someone eventually does. Once we've made it through all the properties that are in that color group, then if someone owns them all, they're going to get a little special bonus. If it is split amongst the players, then we'll have a special showdown round, and we'll talk more about that when that comes up. So with that being said, let's get into this thing. And we are going to start players with our Brown Properties and Mediterranean Avenue. Let's go ahead and do a quick check of our buzzers. John, of course, well, that's Travis. Okay, John, how about you? Fantastic. And then Adam. Fantastic. Everybody's able to buzz in. So this, again, it's a $60 property for Mediterranean Avenue. And here is your first question of the evening. In which city are the headquarters of the World Health Organization? John.
New York City.
No, I'm sorry. That's going to cost you 60. Travis or Adam? Travis?
Atlanta, Georgia.
No, sorry. It's going to cost you 60 as well. Adam? So that would be, we have a new buzzer. And that would be Geneva. It's in Geneva. All right. So we will now cut our property value in half. It's now worth $30 for this question. In which city in Australia is the famous opera house which sits on the... And that's John.
Sydney.
Sydney is correct. $30 to you takes you to negative 30. We now go over to Baltic Avenue. This is another $60 property. Here's your question. In science, is the chemical element plutonium represented by the symbol PL, PU? Travis?
PL?
No, sorry, that's going to cost you 60. So again, is it PL, PU, or PM? John?
PU.
Yeah, it does stink, doesn't it? PU is correct. And that's going to give you $60, brings you up to 30. And if we take a look here, you own both of those properties already, which gives you $120 of combined value because you have the monopoly, brings you up to $150. We now move on over into our light blue properties, and we start with Oriental Avenue. This is a $100 property with this question. 1900, 1904, or 1908. In sport, females competed in the Olympics for the first time in which year? Travis.
1900.
1900 is correct. That's $100 for you. Takes you to negative 20. We now go over to Vermont Avenue. This is a $100 property with this question. In science, what is the first name of Fleming, who first recognized that? And that's John.
Alexander.
Alexander Fleming is correct. $100 to you. You're up to $250. So that's one property for Travis, one for John. We now go over to Connecticut Avenue. $120 for this question. 1992, 1993, or 1994. In what year did South Africa hold its first democratic non-racial elections? John.
1994.
1994 is correct. $120 to you. You're up to $370. All right, so we've got John has two of the properties. Travis has one. Adam, you don't have any, so you'll be sitting back and watching. So, Travis, I'm going to need two correct answers from you in a row. John, I only need one, and then you will take the monopoly. So here we go. Here's your first showdown question. In fashion, Shantung silk is named after a province of which country? Travis.
France.
No, sorry.
That won't be my answer. So I
Egypt.
don't know.
Yeah, Shantung is probably more so what it sounds like. That's China.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
China.
It's in China.
China.
China. With all the people with the tiny hands. All right, here we go. Next question. Kiev is the capital of which Travis?
Ukraine.
Ukraine is correct. You've got one correct answer. Next correct answer will take this monopoly. In the animal kingdom, on which part of a horse is the fetlock? And that's Travis.
The foot. The hoof.
I'm going to need you to be more specific.
On their hooves. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to accept that.
Fine.
John?
I have no idea.
So it would be the lower leg. I could have accepted more so like in their ankle area. It has to be above the hoof.
Cankles.
Yes, the cankles. I would have absolutely accepted that. All right. Here we go. Next question. In 1936, Jesse Owens was the star of the Olympic Games held in which city? John.
Berlin.
Berlin is correct, and John, you have taken the light blue properties. With that comes $320 of combined value, taking you up to $690. No, not that much. No.
Yeah.
Mark, shut up. All right.
Oh, yes, no, Mark.
All right, so we're now going to turn on to 2nd Street and our magenta properties. We start with St. Charles Place. $140 players for this question. What American state is known as the Potato State? John.
Idaho.
You're up to 830. Next up is States Avenue.
There's pictures to prove it.
There is, and I've got at least 4 of them. And they're signed. I just won't tell you by what. Okay, $140 for States Avenue with this question. What is the usual French translation for the English word day? Travis?
Du jour.
Jour is correct. $140 to you. You're up to $120.
Nice.
We now move over to Virginia Avenue. $160 players for this question. Harrison Ford played Dr. Richard Kimball in which night? Travis?
Oh.
I'm sorry. No, we can't take that. You're down to negative 40. Hey, Harrison Ford played Dr. Richard Kimball in which 1993 film? John?
The Fugitive.
The Fugitive is correct. $160 over to you. You're at $990. All right, so I believe that's got John with 2 properties and Travis with 1. Adam, once again, you'll sit back.
Wait, did I get one?
Yeah, yes, you did. You got Jour.
Okay. Oh,
That was
one.
the last one. Good job. So, yes. Travis, I'm going to need 2 correct answers again. John, I only need 1. So here we go. Here's the first showdown question for the magenta properties. In history, what was the first widespread use of trench warfare during World War I? And that's Travis.
World War I.
No. So, John, was it during World War I or the American Civil War?
The American.
Go
The
ahead.
American Civil War.
The American Civil War is correct. That's why you don't buzz in early. And, John, you have taken the magenta properties, and it's $440 of combined value, taking you up to $1,430. We now move over.
Anyway.
Well, we now move over to our orange properties and St. James Place. This is a $180 property with this question. What B as in Bob is a group of islands in the Atlantic Ocean that gained independence? Travis?
The Balearic Islands?
No, I'm sorry. It's going to cost you $180. I'll finish. Gained independence within the Commonwealth in 1973. Adam?
Bahamas?
The Bahamas is correct. Adam Oliver is there, and he has $180. Next up is Tennessee Avenue, another $180 property with this question. 4 and 20 of what type of bird were they? And that's Travis.
Oh,
Blackbirds.
Blackbirds are correct. That takes you to negative 40. So one for Adam, one for Travis. Try to remember that one, Travis. All right. Next up is New York Avenue, $200 property for this question. In which Monty Python film does Graham Chapman play King Arthur and God? Travis?
The Holy Grail?
More specific, please.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Yes, I need the whole thing. Monty Python and the Holy Grail is correct. $200 to you. You're up to $160. All right, so we're ready for a showdown again. John, you'll sit this one out. Travis, I need one correct answer from you. Adam, I'm going to need 2 from you. So 1 from Travis, 2 from Adam. The English admiral and explorer Sir Francis Drake was born in which century? The 16th, 17th, or 18th? And that'd be Adam.
17th.
No, I'm sorry, Travis. Go ahead.
16th?
The 16th is correct, and Travis, you have taken the orange property group. With that comes $560 of combined value, taking you up to $720. We now turn on to 3rd Street, and we are with our red properties. We start with Kentucky Avenue. $220, players, with this question. In the animal kingdom, what P as in Paul is another name for the cougar or mountain lion? Travis?
Puma.
Puma is correct. That takes you to $940. Now we go to Indiana Avenue, home of John Bergman. $220, players, for this question. In which capital city might you visit the FBI building and the White House? Travis?
Washington, D.C.
Would have kicked you out if you got it wrong. That's correct. You're up to $1160. You have 2 properties. Now we're over to Illinois Avenue. $240 here for this question. In the animal kingdom, is a tench a fish or a frog? John?
A fish.
It is a fish. $240 a year, up to $1670. All right, showdown here. Adam, you'll sit out this time. Travis, you're the one that needs to give 1 correct answer. John, I'm going to need 2 from you.
Right.
Players, John Wesley was the founder of which worldwide religious movement? Travis?
Mormonism?
No, I'm sorry. John, would you like a shot? Go ahead.
Wesleyan.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not able to accept that. It was Methodism.
Oh, yeah.
So Methodist, the Methodist Church. All right, let's try another one. What name is given to a first-year student at an American university? Travis?
Freshman.
Freshman is correct, and Travis, you have taken the red property group. With that comes $680 of combined value, taking you up to $1,840. We now go to our yellow property group, and we start with Atlantic Avenue. Adam, it's real important we start getting you in here. $260. Here comes your question. Towards the sun or point away from? What does a comet's tail do? Travis?
Away from the sun?
Away from the sun is correct. $260 to you. You're up to $2,100. Next up is Ventnor Avenue. $260 for this question. Which American rock singer and guitarist played with the E Street Band? John?
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen is correct. That takes you to 1930. Now we go to Marvin Gardens. $280 for this question. Introduced in the mid-1950s, what sort of musical instrument is a Fender Stratocaster? John?
A guitar. Electric guitar.
Electric guitar is correct. $280 to you. You're up to $2210. All right. We're going to now have a showdown for our yellow properties. Travis, you have one of them, so you're going to need 2 correct answers. John, you have 2 of the properties. I need 1 from you. Adam, you are sitting out again. Here we go. 20,000 or 40,000 kilometers per hour. How fast must an object travel to escape the Earth's gravity? Travis.
20K.
No, I'm sorry. John.
40.
40,000 is correct. And John, you have taken the yellow property group. With that comes $800 of combined value, taking you up to $3,010. We now turn on to 3rd Street. We are with our green property groups, and we start with that very specific avenue. I know you're getting tired of it. I'm sure not. It's Pacific Avenue. $300, players. Here's your question. Which Republican did John F. Kennedy defeat in the 1960 American president? John?
Nixon.
Nixon is correct. 300 to you. You're up to 3310. Now we go to the home of Brandon Scruggs. It's North Carolina Avenue. $300 for this question. In history, in which 1848 text did Karl Marx write that the specter of communism, and that is John.
The Communist Manifesto.
The Communist Manifesto is correct. $300 to you. Takes you up to 3610. Now we go to the home of the president, Pennsylvania Avenue. $320, players, for this question. The term for which extinct reptiles comes from the Greek for terrible lizard? Travis.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaur is correct. You're up to 2420. All right, so Adam, you will be once again sitting out. Travis, I need 2 correct answers. John, I need 1 to take possession of the green properties.
All right.
First question. In geography, in which U.S. state would you find Tulsa? Travis.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma is correct. Next correct answer. Yeah. Next correct answer will take the green properties. Here it comes. The IBF, WFO, and WBC are governing bodies in which sport? John.
Wrestling.
No, I'm sorry. Travis?
Boxing.
Boxing is correct, and Travis, you have taken the green property group. With that comes $920 of combined value, taking you up to $3,340. We are now to our last property group. Again, Adam, this is very, very vital for you. We start with Park Place. $350, players. Here's the first question. What artistic movement was headed by Andre Breton in the 1920s and followed on from Dadaism? John.
Surrealism.
Surrealism is correct. $350 to you. Takes you to $39.60. And now we have come to the final property of the acquisition phase. This is Boardwalk. It is a $400 property. Here comes that question. In humans, in what part of the body would you find the talus?
Nope.
Time's up, guys. That would be in the foot, and I would have accepted ankle. All right, so we're going to need to cut that property. Yes, the cankle. We're going to cut that property value in half. $200. Next question. In computer technology, for what do the initials AI stand? Travis.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence is correct, and hopefully you didn't hear my daughter's big-ass mouth in the back of the room. That is correct for $200. Travis takes you up to $35.40. We're now going to have a showdown between John and Travis. 1 correct answer is what I need from either of you to get the dark blue properties. Here comes that question. In darts, how many points would you score if you hit 18, double 15, and 7? Travis.
55.
55 is correct, and Travis, you have taken the dark blue properties. With that comes $750 of combined value, taking you up to $4,290, and that sound means we have come to the end of the acquisition phase. Let's take a look at where we stand. Right now, we have got in third place with no monopolies right now, and $180 is Adam Oliver. In second is our current champion, John Bergman, our red player, with $3,960. And in first place currently is our yellow player, Travis Coulter, with $4,290. Well, players, we're going to be taking our first commercial break. While we're taking that break, those players are going to be getting to make upgrades to their properties, putting on houses and hotels. And when we come back, we're going to play our 15-minute big money round to find out who's going to move on, be our season-ending champion, and we'll get to go on to play for $50,000 in our Once Around the Block bonus game right here on your favorite board game that's now a game show. That's right, it's Monopoly. welcome back here to Monopoly. Man, we have got a good game going on here so far. Let's take a look at where things stand at the moment after our players, during our commercial break, were able to spend $50 per house, and if they were able to put 4 houses on all of their properties, they could start putting on hotels for an additional 50. Let's see what that looks like, seeing as how our board is filled full of hotels. So right now, again, we've still got Adam Oliver in third place at $180. John Bergman still in second at $1,210 now. And Travis is still in first at $1,540 now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time in our game that I also enjoy each and every week as I bring out my co-host and my good personal friend, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mr. Monopoly himself, Mr. Jason Myers.
What's up?
Well, Jason, it's good to have you here once again. I know you're probably still getting used to being back in the top hat and tails, but man, we've got quite the game going here so far this evening. We've got Travis and John absolutely battling out, and Adam's just sitting over there going, guys, could you please calm down a little bit over there? That would really appreciate that.
Well then.
Hello?
Hi. So yeah, it's been a pretty close contest between Bergman and Colton, but Adam's most definitely not out of it. He might not have anything right now, but those railroads mean a whole lot of shit-talkery.
Yes, there's a shitload of fucking a fuckload of shit still to be had in this game. I absolutely don't feel bad. Go ahead and say it. I don't care. But yeah, like you said, that it has been an absolute battle between the two of those. It started off, John showed that he was not playing. He was taking Travis to task early on, and then Travis come back, and he got a couple of nice little uppercuts in there. John gave him a right hook, but then Travis 1-2 punch there at the end. So we definitely got quite the battle going.
Yeah, he stood right over him as he knocked it down and said, "Me."
Yes. Well, the question is he going to be able to make this all about him as this game ends here? So it is good to have you here as always. Got those dice ready and locked and loaded?
Yep.
Fantastic. Well, let's get ourselves into this here. Of course, this is our 15-minute big money round. So here is how this round is going to work. We're going to go around the board as many times as we can in that 15 minutes. We'll stop at as many properties as we can along the way. And, of course, Jason, as Mr. Monopoly, will be rolling those dice for us, telling us where to go. If we land on a property that is your color, you will get a trivia question all for yourself. If you get it correct, you will get the dollar amount that will be listed. And, of course, as it is with all the hotels, for what it is for having a hotel on that property. Get the question wrong, you won't lose money, but it does make it become a toss-up question for the other two players, and they can sneak right in there and steal that rent money, but they've got to be careful because if they get it wrong, they will lose that money, although it does not get paid to the original owner. We've, of course, got my favorite spots on the board, Chance and Community Chest. We have got some of Jason's favorite properties, the electric company and waterworks, our utilities. Free parking is sitting out there waiting to give people some money. And those just favorites of all of our players, the railroads, which is chance for a hostile takeover. Ding, ding, all aboard, where we'll get a chance to see if somebody can go and steal other people's properties. Because isn't that what we want to teach the next generation, is to steal. So, with that being said, again, it's 15 minutes here. Whenever Jason gives us our first roll, we'll go ahead and make that roll, and then our clock will begin. Here we go. It's time for the 15-minute big money round.
We start the round off with 5 and a 1 for 6.
All right, and we're on Oriental Avenue.
And that goes to John Bergman. If he could get this question right, it's worth $550.
All right, John, $550. Here we go. In television, which U.S. sitcom created spinoffs Mork and Mindy and Laverne and Shirley?
Happy Days.
Happy Days is correct. 550 for you takes you to 1760. All right, next roll, please.
2 and a 3 for 5.
All right, that's St. Charles Place.
And another chance for John to answer another question. This time, 750 on the line.
John, in politics, what name is given to the elected head of state of a republic?
President.
President is correct. 750 to you takes you to 2510. Next roll, please, Mr. Monopoly.
1 and 3 for 4.
And there we are at Pennsylvania Railroad.
All aboard, players! It's hostile takeover time. One correct answer could give you a chance to take somebody's property. Good luck.
All right, players, here we go. Hands-on buzzers for this question. What 1994 animated film featured a lion cub called Simba? Travis.
Lion King.
The Lion King. All right, Travis. Thinking very hard, which property group would you like to attack?
The Browns.
The Browns. All right, so we're going to race backwards over here. We will not be passing go to this. We are going to start here at Mediterranean Avenue. I need 2 correct answers. This will give you that property group. You'll steal it and take the combined value. Get the question wrong, and you're going to pay the rent on that property. So that means this question is a $250 risk for you. Here it is. In television, what do the initials in the name of the television channel CNN stand for?
Central News Network.
No, I'm sorry, it's Cable News Network, and that means that hostile takeover is over. We're going to pay John $250. We'll take it from you. It'll go over to John, and again, as I said, this hostile takeover is unsuccessfully complete. All right, next roll, please.
2 and a 4 for 6.
And again, that would have been Cable News Network. All right, we've landed on the chance. Always my favorite cards. And our first chance card of tonight says we're going to advance all the way around to Pennsylvania Avenue. All right, that's where we are.
And since Travis owns this property, it's $1,400 for a right answer.
All right, Travis, who became president of South Africa on May 10th of 1994?
Mandela.
Mandela is correct. $1,400 to you brings you to $2,690. Next roll, please.
1 and 5 for 6.
And we've landed on go. That'll be $200 to all of our players. Next roll.
Got doubles on the line. 5 and 5 for 10.
And that'll take us down to just visiting the jail. No money lost, nothing to be had. Let's roll again.
Hey, Bubba's still asleep. 2 and 5 for 7.
And that takes us to the community chest. Let's check out what our first card here is going to be. All right, and this card says, yellow player, you're going to be making building improvements. $50 per house, $250 per hotel. So with that, we will pause the timer here real quick. So that's going to be $750, $15, $22.50, $27.50 that you are going to be paying. So we will take that away from you, Travis, and that is going to go over into the free parking jackpot, taking it up to $3,250. And we restart the clock. Next roll, please.
4 and 6 for 10.
And that's Ventnor Avenue.
All right, Mr. Bergman, a chance to pull way ahead in the lead with 1150 on the line.
All right, John. What T is in Tom is an area in the northern hemisphere characterized by the absence of trees.
Tundra.
Tundra is correct. That takes you up to 4110. Next roll, please.
6 and a 1 for 7.
And we're on Pennsylvania Avenue at 10 minutes remaining.
All right, Travis, time to get that money back. $1,400 on the line.
All right, Travis. In the Christian calendar, is Ash Wednesday the first or the last day of Lent?
First.
First is correct. $1,400 to you brings you to $1,540. We're ready for another roll, please.
2 and a 6 for an 8.
All right, we have passed go. $200 to all of our players. And we've hit community chest again. Let's take a look at what we've got here. And this card says there's a building code violation. The first place player, you're going to pay $250 to every other player. So we're going to take $500 total from you and give $250 to Travis and $250 to Adam. Next roll, please.
2 and a 3 for a 5. Oh, fucking hell.
And we've hit chance again. This chance card says we're going to advance to St. Charles Place.
And Mr. Bergman, you may have lost 500, but there's a chance for you to get that back and then some. 750 on the line.
John, in what 1982 film does Richard Gere star as a naval officer who falls in love with Deborah Winger?
An Officer and a Gentleman.
Officer and a Gentleman is correct. $750 to you. You're up to $4,560. Next roll.
1 and 2 for 3.
And that's Virginia Avenue.
All right, John, a chance to get even more money. $900 this time.
Okay.
John, 2, 3, or 4. In medicine, how many types of penicillin are there?
3.
No, I'm sorry. Toss up for Travis and Adam. Travis.
2.
No, I'm sorry. And that's going to cost you $900. Adam. Go ahead.
4.
In the Are You Paying Attention department, 4 is correct. $900 to you. You're up to $1,730. Next roll, please.
1 and 6 for 7.
And that's Kentucky Avenue.
All right, Travis, chance for you to get some money back. $10.50 on the line.
Travis, which country is larger in terms of area and population, France or Spain?
France.
France is correct. $1,050 a year up to $2,140. Next roll, please. We're coming up on 7 minutes remaining.
That's doubles, and it's a 12.
Oh, the first big 12 of the day. And we just hit community chest again. And tonight, this community chest card says, first place in a beauty pageant. The red player, you are going to collect $250.
I know my boobs are going to be that bad.
Well, you know. I mean, every once in a while you can shake that boom boom. All right, next roll, please.
Damn right.
4 and a 5 for a 9.
Oh, jeez.
All right, players, you have passed go, and you have also collected $200, and we've landed on the community chest. Let's see what we're going to do this time. So, this is a weekend convention pass. Green player, you're going to receive $200 from each opponent. So we'll take $200 from John, $200 from Travis, and give you $400, Adam. Next roll.
2 and a 3 for 5.
Oh my God.
And that's a chance card. And I think I'm about to lose my chance. This chance card player says that we're going to advance to North Carolina Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
OMG.
Okay.
My,
It is the last episode.
Right.
season 2 going on with a bang.
All right, Travis. Oh, you regain your composure over there. That's $12.75 on the line.
Travis,
Mhm.
in music, Which note comes before do on the do-re-mi scale?
Ray.
No, I'm sorry. Toss up for John and Adam. What note comes before do on the do-re-mi scale?
I know it now.
What is it, Travis?
Is it tea?
It is tea. It's a drink with jam and bread.
That's right.
All right, nothing doing there. Next roll, please.
Watch it's a 4.
410.
It's a 7.3.
All right, we're on Boardwalk.
Hey, Travis, a chance to get close to the lead. $2,000 on the line.
Travis, in language, what A as an apple is the term for the denial of the existence of any god or gods?
Atheist.
Atheist or atheism, we would have accepted either. That is correct. You're up to $4,140. Next roll, please. 4 minutes remaining.
2 and a 4 for a 6.
And that's the Reading Railroad. $200 for pass and go. And tell them.
Yep, and another chance for somebody to take over somebody else's property. But first, they have to get a question right.
All right, players. In the television series, did Tyne Daly play Cagney or Lacey? John.
Cagney.
No.
Damn.
Travis or Adam? Adam?
Lacey.
Lacey is correct. Adam, where are we attacking?
Let's go over to the Browns.
All right, going to the Browns. Everybody likes to go after the Browns. All right, here we go. Adam, I'm going to need 2 correct answers. Here comes your first question. In architecture, what A as an apple is the name given to a recess in the wall of a room?
Area?
No, I'm sorry. It's alcove, which means $250 is going to be taken from you, going to be passed over to John, and with that, this hostile takeover is unsuccessful. Next roll, please.
1 and 2 for a 3.
Oh, and that is the income tax. Tell them about it.
Yeah, it's time to pay your taxes, everybody. $200, please.
It's not April 15th.
All of that goes into free parking, taking free parking to $38.50, although it doesn't show it yet on screen. Next roll, coming up on 2 minutes remaining.
3.
6 and 3 for a 9.
You shut your dirty, filthy mouth over there. All right, States Avenue.
All right, John, $750 on the line. Try to get your tax money back.
Okay.
John, 1964, 1974, or 1984? In which year were disposable plastic razors marketed?
1974.
1974 is correct. 750 to you. You're up to 5810. Next roll.
6 and 5 for an 11.
And that takes us to Illinois Avenue.
All right, Travis, a chance to get closer to John. So it's 1,100 on the line.
All right, Travis, divide the number of degrees in a circle by the number of sides of a square, and what do you get?
90.
90 is correct. 1,100 you. You're at 5240. Next roll coming up on 1 minute remaining.
5 and 2 for a 7.
And that's Pacific Avenue.
All right, Travis, chance to take the lead here. 1275.
Travis, in mythology, Osiris was the ruler of the underworld for which ancient civilization?
Egyptian.
Egyptian is correct. That takes you to 6515. Next roll.
3 and 1 for 4.
And that's short line.
All right, players, one more chance to take over somebody's property. First, you got to get a question right.
Players, in medicine, when measuring blood pressure, is the diastolic pressure the higher? Travis?
Lower.
It is the lower one. Where do you want to attack?
Cleveland Browns.
All right, Cleveland Browns. So we're going to move forward on it, but you will not be collecting go money, or as my mother likes to call it, go pass money. All right, so that sound means the time is up in this round, so this will be it. So you're either going to take these properties or you're going to lose money. So here we go. We start with Mediterranean Avenue. It's $250. Here's the first question. In World Wars I and II, what kind of German vessel was a U-boat?
Submarine.
Submarine is correct. We now move over to Baltic Avenue. $450 on the line here. You get it wrong, you lose it, and it goes to John. Get it correct, and you're going to steal the property and its combined value. Here's your question. In soccer, what country did Diego Maradona captain during the World Cup finals of 1986 and 1990?
Don't know, but I'm going to guess Spain.
No, I'm sorry. It's Argentina, which means you're going to lose $450. $450 will go over to John, and this hostile takeover is unsuccessful. And that sound means we have come to the end of this round, and what a round it was. Let's look at where we stand in this moment. Right now, Adam Oliver is in third place at $2,080. In second is Travis Coulter, the gold player, at $6,065. And in first place is John Bergman, our current champion, our red player, at $6,260. We are going to go and take our final commercial break of the evening. While we're doing so, we are going to sell back all of the upgrades our players have made to their properties. And when we come back, we're going to find out who is going to be the champion of our final episode of the regular season and who's going to get to move on to play for $50,000 going once around the block right here in your favorite game. It's Monopoly. Welcome back here to Monopoly as my voice cracks like I'm a 13-year-old going through puberty. All right, well, man, we have had a fantastic game here this evening, and it is time to find out how this is coming down. So, of course, we are going to start here in reverse order. Our third place player, Adam Oliver, unfortunately, he did not have anything to sell back, so tonight he will finish with that $2,080. Next, we go to our player that was in second there at the end, Travis Coulter. He had $6,065. We sell back all of his upgrades. That was able to net him an additional $2,750. We add that to his total tonight. He finishes with $8,815. And finally, we go over to our current champion, John Bergman. He was at $6,260. Whenever we sold back all of his upgrades, he was able to net an additional $2,750, meaning tonight he finishes with $9,010. John Bergman, you are once again the champion here at Monopoly. Congratulations.
Man, that's less than $200.
All right, so John, we'll be back to talk to you here in just a moment. First, we're going to go over to our green player, Adam Oliver. Adam, man, you gave it quite the run here this evening. Unfortunately, you were just up against two guys that were absolutely ready to go to war with each other, and I'm not sure what else to say on my end. Tell me, how do you feel about it coming out of tonight's game?
Well, I've positioned where I am expected to be, because both of them are good players, but being in over but being in a four-figure amount is a win for me.
Well, and honestly, compared to the game that you've played so far this season, being in the positive is a win for you, I would have to say.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the good news. Adam, you did play a good game, although unfortunately in the end it did not lead you to victory. So adding that money to you, you are actually going to be going home with money this season. You finish Season 2 here at Monopoly with a total of $2,040, and it will finish you in 15th place overall. Adam, do you have any parting words for us?
Well, I know I kind of expected not to be in the tournament, because I know there are a lot of good players who know more knowledge about things than I do, so just good luck.
Well, and good luck it is, and thank you for being with us. We hope to see you back when Season 3 comes around later this fall. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure to give it up there for Mr. Adam Oliver. All right, well, next we come over, and this one honestly kind of hurts my heart. My good buddy there, Travis Coulter. Travis, I know things are stinging a little bit right now. You finish $190 behind John. Closest total I think we've ever seen here on the show. You kind of had talked backstage that you had considered intentionally missing the first question, which you felt at that point would have been enough for you to win. And if we look at it, that would have been a $200 difference. So instead of losing by $190, you would have won by $10. So with that knowledge, how do you feel right now?
That was something that I had thought about initially, but I guess I don't feel that would have been under good sportsmanship to intentionally throw the question. So I figured I would try to go get them both, and it backfired a little bit.
Well, and as I mentioned to you, when I saw the question coming up was a not only a sports question, but a soccer one at that, which even for those of us that are versed in sports, Soccer is not the best category for a lot of us, especially in America. That the soccer's still kind of a new thing for us. I knew that it was you were probably going to be a little white faced at that point, wide eyed, for sure. So, what could you say here as kind of your parting words?
Other than that, it was a heck of a game, very hilarious. All those chance and community chest cards. It had had I not had to pay that hefty fee that I did, it probably would have been a different story. But the dice and the cards fall the way that they do, so that brings us to the positions that we're at, and I had a great time.
Well, hey, we definitely, as always, had a great time having you here. For your total for the season, when we add on what you won here tonight, you will finish at $33,550. And I will just go ahead and officially tell you, you have officially locked in the 9th place here in our tournament, in our overall standings, and you will be moving on to the tournament, and we'll talk more about that at the very end of the episode. So congratulations there, and definitely, we know you'll be there to announce for us the rest of the season, but we definitely hope that you'll play with us in Season 3 as well.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll see you then, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to give up for Travis Coulter. Fantastic player, fantastic friend. It's always good to have him here. But now we go over to the man of the hour, Mr. John Bergman. John, you have added on another $9,010, and as the nursery rhyme would say, you won that one by the hair of your chinny chin chin.
True.
So, yes, with that, I will tell you, you finish right now at $52,816. That moves you officially into 5th place overall. And here's where it stands. Currently, you are approximately just a little over $30,000 behind Scott. So, if you want to make it into the top 3, as we go into our bonus game tonight, you are going to need to become the second person to ever win the top jackpot of $50,000. Do you think you can do it?
I'm going to do the best I can.
All right, well, let's find out, ladies and gentlemen, as we go once around the block. All right, well, as I said, I don't think that the stakes could be any higher here. Congratulations, John, on making it here. I know you've got to be very excited after quite the hard-fought win.
Very much so, to be honest. I mean, I was going against 2 amazing players, so.
Hey, absolutely at that. Well, John, we're going to go once around the block now, and here is how it works as a reminder for everybody at home. You, of course, are going to be trying to make your way all the way around this board in 5 total rolls. Now, of course, if you can roll doubles at any time as we go around through here, we will give you extra rolls to help you get there. For every space that you can make it around the board, we will give you $100. They'll go into your center jackpot. You can walk away with that at any time if you so choose, but I think you're probably going to be going for the big one. So we'll see how that works out. Now, we can't just make it that simple, however. We know that we've got that go to jail space up in the upper right hand corner. Well, we're going to add 4 additional go to jail spaces here, but to be fair, we're going to let you do that. We're going to add 1 on 2nd Street, 1 on 3rd Street, and 2 on 4th Street. So, John, if you would, tell me where you would like yours on 2nd Street that's between St. Charles Place and New York Avenue.
Okay, but I'll put 1 on States Avenue.
All right, our next one will be on 3rd Street between Kentucky Avenue and Marvin Gardens.
Let's go for Illinois Avenue.
And now we're going to put 2 on 4th Street between Pacific Avenue and Boardwalk.
Okay, Community Chess and Chance.
Of course, thank you for covering those up. Luckily, we won't pull any more cards. All right, so All right, there are your go to jail spaces. So again, you are able to walk away at any time to take that bonus money in the middle. If you use up all of your rolls, then you will also get that money that is in the middle. The only way you can lose it's if you hit a go to jail space. So just watch out for that. So with that, we are going to go ahead and ask Mr. Monopoly Jason Myers over there to fire up that rock and roller. And John, whenever you're ready, you tell him when to stop.
All right. Stop.
2 and a 3 for a 5.
All right, so that's going to give us $500 in the center bake. So, John, you've got 4 rolls remaining. You can walk away with the $500, or you can roll again. Your bad roll is an 8.
I'll roll again.
Let's roll it again. Fire up that rock and roller. And whenever you're ready, tell him when to stop.
Okay. Stop.
4 and a 5 for a 9.
Nice.
All right, we have made it past that go to jail space. $900 more. You're up to $1,400. So again, you can walk away with that, or you can take 3 more rolls. Your bad roll
It's a 10.
is a 10. That's your only bad roll. So are we going or are we walking away?
I'll be going.
All right, let's continue on. Fire that rock and roller back up, and John, tell him when to stop.
Stop.
1 and 4 for a 5.
All right, another $500 goes in the center pot. We're up to $1,900. 2 rolls remaining. This is where things get a little bit tougher because now if you continue on with those 2 rolls, you've got a bad roll of a 5 and an 11. 5 and 11 are the bad rolls. Do you continue on or walk away with $1,900?
I've got 2 rolls. I'll go.
All right, he's going. Fire that rock and roller back up. Hopefully we'll see some doubles here. Tell him when to stop.
Stop.
1 and 3 for 4.
All right, so 400 more. We're up to 2,300. Again, I do want to remind you, you've got 1 roll left. You're not going to hit that first go to jail space, so your bad rolls here. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7 and
7 and 10 are your only 2 bad rolls. You can't reach that other one out there just yet. We're going to need doubles, though, if we want to try to get to that 50 grand. So walk away with the 2,300 or use up that next roll and hope for either doubles or to miss out on the 7 and 10.
You know something, but I just have a very bad feeling that I might be 7 or 10, so I'm going to stop and keep the money.
All right, he is going to stop and keep the money. So with that, that's $11,310 that you're going to walk away with. So let's go ahead and add that $2,300 in. So we said that's $11,310 that you're going to have. Now, we've already got that locked in, but I've never done this, but we're going to see, had you taken that final roll, let's see what would happen. So the rock and roller is going to be fired up there for you. Go ahead and take the roll.
All right, stop.
Would have been a 1 and a 6 for a 7. You'd have gone to jail.
So you knew it was coming. So great job there, John. You were able to preserve the money. Well done. $11,310 we have added on to your season winnings, meaning that for the regular season, you have $55,116, and you again finish in 5th place overall in the standings. John, tell me, what are the emotions and the thoughts running through your mind at this time?
What can I say? I've been basically lucky with the questions and lucky with the dice.
And hey, I definitely hear you on that one. So, hey, congratulations to you. You are going to find yourself in the Tournament of Champions, which will be starting next week. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure, give it up there for Mr. John Bergman.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we've got a lot of business to attend to here, Jason. First of all, quite the interesting game. We don't see a lot of people walk away in the bonus game, but John had that bad feeling, and boy, was it good he quit.
And sometimes it pays to have that instinct. And for John, it paid off at the right time.
That it did. Sorry, I was about to mess something up with the the thing here. Yeah, but we fixed it. But yeah, like you said, that's sometimes you just as the old I believe it's Kenny Rogers song said, you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And he was able to fold them at just the right time.
Still, that $195 difference between him and Travis, I believe that's the closest we've had to my knowledge as far as your monopoly is concerned.
Yeah, I'm almost absolutely positive that is true, that is the closest. I'd have to go back and look, but yeah, I'm pretty much 100% sure that is the closest that it has ever gotten. But, you know, it is that time otherwise for us to take a look at the final season standings. So, of course, the top 9 players will make it into our Tournament of Champions here, and here are those top 9 players. Coming in 9th place overall for the season, Travis Coulter at $33,550. In 8th place overall is the leader of MVG, Brandon Scruggs, at $38,085. In 7th place overall is Scott Seffy McVeigh at $42,642. In 6th place is the Canadian Crusher himself, Dave Standish, $48,247. In 5th place is John Bergman, our current champion, $55,116. In 4th place and just outside of that top 3 is Peach at $69,030. And now our top 3 players. In 3rd place overall, Scott Michels at $83,540. In 2nd place overall is Mr. Monopoly himself, Jason Myers, at $85,946. And our number 1 overall player this season, Kyle Hershon, at $90,365. So, unfortunately, I had hoped all those players would be here at this moment so we could do a little drafting per se, but we won't be able to actually do that one on camera. But here is how the tournament this year is going to work. It's going to be a little different than last year, and this is actually going to be very similar to how things were done with Sorry the Game Show. Yeah, we know you miss us. So those top 3 players are going to get to draft their opponents. So, of course, our number 1 overall seed, Kyle Hershon, he will get the first selection of players between positions 4 through 9. Jason will then get 2nd overall choice, and Scott Michels will then get the 3rd choice. We will then go into a 2nd choice and start back again with Kyle, then Jason, then Scott will get the sloppy seconds, I guess you could call it. So with that then, that will give us our tournament. So there will be 3 semifinal games. Of course, those we should be starting those next week. We'll have 1 semifinal each week for 3 weeks, and then our championship game should be about 1 month from now, according to if everything goes to plan. And I will go ahead and let you know ahead of time, just like in season 1. And if you go back into the playlist for season 1, you can find it. We will be playing our championship game once again on the VR chat virtual reality set, which we are very excited about. So Mutzer, for once, you're actually right. This will be done in virtual reality on an actual set. So we definitely are looking forward to that, and we hope you look forward to it as well. Before we get out of here, I know there was a few things thrown out in chat that we wanted to kind of mention. Once again, just mentioned Mutzer. I know he had said about something preventing us from taping last week. Yeah, we were just having some discussions about some other games and whatnot backstage. And then John was also having some issues with technology. So with all that put together, we just weren't able to get to tape last week. Our hope is to always tape 1 week after another, but unfortunately sometimes it doesn't work out. We always do try to stay on the same night because we know that's when you're used to coming out watching us. But that's why you didn't see us last week. We do apologize for that, but hey, you got us back this week. You're welcome. So let's see what else we've got out there. Doug mentions what the hell's going on with the dice. Hey, I don't know. The dice just wanted to keep taking us to Community Chest and Chance tonight. I think it's just one of those things they just like to see me suffer. Let's see. See here from Chris Mathis. He says, what do you guys think of the Davidson area of the Hollywood Squares? Honestly, me, I'll ask Jason in just a moment. I know for me, Davidson area was probably my personal favorite of Hollywood Squares. I love Shadow Stevens as the announcer, and especially once they put him down there in Square 8. I thought it was great. Really loved that era. Jason, what about you?
I'm really not partial one way or another. I've actually enjoyed all three eras: the Peter Marshall era, the Davidson era, and the Tom Bergeron era. So I really had no preference one over the other. I enjoyed all three.
And, you know, hey, I know there's some people that really love some of the more modern versions with Tom Bergeron in the seat. Although, of course, we know that Peter Marshall, who's still kicking, it's surprising that man's old as dust, but you look at him and he looks like he's not a day over 80. Looks like he could be right back in the seat again. But you don't hear a lot of people nowadays talking about that version so much. I think it's just been off the air for so long. It won't be too much longer. People's going to completely forget about the Davidson version. But hey, the cool thing is Hollywood Squares is actually going to be back in prime time coming up this next television season. It's going to be on CBS. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to have... what's her name's going to be the center square. Drew Barrymore. Yes, love Drew Barrymore. She great actress. She's done a great job with her talk show. We'll see how she can handle the center square. She's normally pretty funny, and I'm sure she'll bring some of her funny friends along. But yeah, so be interesting to see what that one's going to look like, especially in prime time. But yeah, so there's that. And then last thing I'll kind of mention is a person I don't really remember seeing on the channel. Might be the first time. Scuba Guy mentions, didn't Merv Griffin pass away? Yeah, Merv Griffin's been gone for quite a while. I'll kind of go to our resident historian here, John Bergman. John, how long has Merv Griffin been gone?
Oh, man, but I'm basically thinking maybe at the very least 10 years.
Yeah, Merv's been gone for a hot minute, so... but hey, I will say this, Scuba, definitely thanks for coming out and watching Monopoly with us tonight. It's good to have you as a part of the crowd and a part of the team. And I do want to remind all of you out there, first of all, thank you for watching, supporting us for this entire regular season. Hey, you still got 4 more episodes. Don't leave us just yet. But yeah, definitely thank you for the continued support. And hey, remember, if you want to be a part of this, if you want to be able to come out and play games like Monopoly and Definition and Sorry and $25,000 Pyramid and some of John's games like The Big Showdown and Spinoff and whatnot, if you want to be a part of this, or the games that Brandon Scruggs hosts, Jose Cosrez, many of our hosts that are around here, all you got to do, go to the Facebook page. It's real simple. Go to the Facebook page, look up MVG Productions. When you get there, you're going to get asked 3 simple questions. If you are any sort of game show fan, you're going to know the answers to these questions. It's not going to be anything too hard. And hey, you know, you could always look the answers up, but you know, we don't want you to do that. That's the kind of shit that Shitbrick does. So don't ask Jeeves, don't ask Alexa. You know the answers. It's easy stuff. But go there, answer those 3 questions. The admins of MVG, they'll take a look at it. They may reach out to you. just get to know you a little bit, and then you could become a member of MVG Productions as well and come out and have fun with us in these games. Because trust me, pretty much 7 nights a week you find us here having all kinds of fun. I know I've been a part of it for about a little over 3 years now, and I wouldn't give anything for it. It's a great group of guys. If you ever see anything else out there other than it's a great group of guys, it's a bunch of bullshit, come talk to me. I'll tell you plenty about it. You can find me on Discord, of course. I'd have to look up what my name is on Discord because I'm not even sure. But yeah, so again, make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and that way you'll know when the next live stream is going to come up and when Brandon puts up more of the amazing content that we get to watch here each and every day as a part of MVG Productions. But until it's time for us to come back here and start off our Tournament of Champions and try to go once around the block to win the big money, hey, we get to that championship game, somebody's going to be playing for $1 million. So make sure that you come back for that. Again, thank you as always. And until then, he was Jason Myers. I'm Turd Ferguson. And you sure as hell aren't. We'll see you back here next time as we start the Tournament of Champions right here on Monopoly. Until then, take care. Bye for now.